pretty. I did them myself. I found me a new little hobby. Well, it's kind of like an old hobby, but I'm trying to like get back more into it. It's very therapeutic, may I say. My lips dry, everything just dry, and I'm whispering, but that's because the girls are asleep and I don't want to wake them. I changed the settings on my camera. This is actually my vlog camera. Why does it look better? Like, I kind of mirrored it to look like my main camera, and then the settings that I have, it gives me more space. Yeah, I was doing anything, trying to listen to the girls, and I wasn't getting full capacity of my SD card. Pilates, they really need me to get up in there. Hello, welcome to my healing diaries episode 1. Currently, like right now, if you're new here or if you're not, you guys know that I have moved. Girl, God told me to move so far away. Yes, girl, I'm in my clip era, but I've been loving clips for months now. But anyways, getting sidetracked, that's the devil. But girl, God told me to get up and move thousands of miles away, and I did that. I didn't know if it was the best decision for me. I didn't know if it was something that I was supposed to do, but here I am. I remember about 4 days before I left, God told me to go to church the last 2 weekends that I was in Chicago. So I went to my home church, which is New Life, and 4 days before I got to my destination, which I have not disclosed, I will if you keep up with me. He told me he was proud of me. So, and in that moment, I don't know what I was doing. I believe I was moving, or it was something, a part of moving and trying to figure out like where everything went and figure out like what else I needed to pack or something like that. So he told me he was proud of me, so I knew that I was on the right path. Now I'm in this place and it doesn't feel so. Like, I feel, I don't know, it just feels so weird. I can't even say that I feel defeated, because I have my moments. We all have our moments where we feel defeated. I be feeling defeated from just thinking about, mainly about a lot of the things that I left. And I have a hard time with moving forward. I like things to be the way that they are. I pretty much, when I was in Chicago, I had complete control over my life. I like that. I like having control over my life. And when God said, I kept hearing him say, behold, I am doing a new thing. Get up out my way and let me do what I need to do. So, yeah, I'm in this new place, this new space, and honestly, mentally, I feel like I'm doing decent. I'm doing really decent. I've just been chilling, and I have found so many passions. It is crazy. I have found so many passions that like I've been wanting to do. And if you're still in this video and you're like, girl, why you whispering? I already told you why I'm whispering, because my girl's asleep. But I have found so many passions that I'm just like passionate about, things that I really want to do. I have this thing where I start all these different projects and I never finish. So I'm in this season where I need to write them down, but I've been using my iPad to like plan more. And I'm literally going to go I'm gonna go and I'm gonna just write down everything that I've started that I never finished. And then I was actually came across that, and I had to ask God, like, I'm not a failure or anything. I don't feel like a failure, but I always wonder, like, why he gives me these heavenly ideas. I bring them down to earth. I literally bring them down to earth because they get to my mind. He gives it to me. I write it down. The layout is just amazing. Like, everything that I come up with is amazing. And I literally had to ask myself, not even ask myself, I had to ask God, how come I have this issue with starting things but I don't finish them? I start so many projects. When I tell y'all, I could do it all. I could do it all. And I start these things and, like, I never finish them. And I'm kind of like in a season where I'm trying to figure out, like, when I started this thing or this project or this self-care goal, what happened in the middle to where I couldn't finish? What triggered me to not finish? And that's kind of like where I am in life right now. I love reading other people's testimonies. I just feel like it helps me so much. It does. Knowing that I'm not the only one here who feels like this. And so I came across something. It's a website. I have not read it yet, but it is, I know I saved it a couple days ago, and it's something that I really want to read. And the website is happyhealthyandprosperous.com. And the title is Finish What You Start. It's basically telling us, like, why we don't finish basically what we start. I don't know, I've just been on this, like, huge healing journey. Like, even when I watch movies, I'm watching more faith-based movies now, but I'm trying to see what is God trying to tell me in this season, because we tend to look at seasons and they don't feel so good. Not all seasons feel so good. Like, we tend to look at what we consider a storm, and not necessarily is it a storm. Especially in my case, I tend to look at this whole situation or things that have happened to me as like storms, and not necessarily are they storms. It may have felt like that when I was in it, but one thing for certain, two things for sure, God knows that I have a really, really genuine heart. Because of how I feel, and you know what, how I wanted God to fix a situation, he doesn't do it that way. It feels like a complete storm, and I feel like, so you didn't hear me? You can ask God to bless you. You can ask God for anything that you want. And I'm talking to myself too. But you can't tell him how to do it. That's not how, are you the parent? No, you're not. You can't tell him how to do it. So right now I'm just in this healing journey, and I don't know, I'm just learning so many things about myself. I feel like as a person I've become, I don't know, I've become calmer. Long story short, I just had to set some boundaries, and it was the most uncomfortable thing that I have ever done, because in the midst of me setting those boundaries, I felt like a mean person. Like, I said, like, first of all, this person reached out and I was just like, absolutely not. And I set these boundaries with this person. It was just like, I felt like I was a 100% complete B-word. And that's my problem. First of all, I didn't even say it mean. I just stated my boundaries. This pimple, this, she's coming. She's coming. But she as in, yeah. But I set these boundaries with this person, and when I sent it, I thought I was being so harsh. And you know, old Kiara, when she sets boundaries, she would go back and be like, you know, I didn't mean for it to come off that harsh, or you know, I didn't mean to say it that way. Yes, I did. I did. And then when I used to do that, people used to take that for granted. I'm like, oh, she's soft, she's a little cookie, she's a little cupcake, like, and people would take my kindness for weakness. Now, this is not saying that I was actually being a B word. I was literally setting boundaries. I was like, you know what, this isn't gonna work. I don't like the way that this is going. You're putting me in a box of who I used to be. I don't even know who the hell this is. Like, every time this person would talk to me or text me, one, I would either ignore it or I would just read it and I would cringe. And I know this person said that they were coming from like a funny place and it wasn't meant to be, you know, as serious as I took it. Actually, I didn't even take it serious. Like, they were coming from like a jokingly place, but I'm not saying I'm like this super serious person, but it kind of makes me cringe that people put me in a box and they like pin who I used to be. And I don't even know who I used to be, because like really truly no one really knows me besides like my mom. People know little things about me or of me, you know. Y'all know the saying, people, you don't know me, you know of me, and probably what you heard is not true. Yeah. Or you don't know the full story. So yeah, I don't know, I just got cringe. I had to set some boundaries. It was the most uncomfortable thing that I ever had to do. I almost felt bad for setting boundaries. I wanted to go back and text this person like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, but I ended up not doing that. And I was literally beating myself up like for a couple hours too, because I always do. Like, usually I'll just give in, and then that's when people play to my face. But I was just like, no, I said what I said. Like, this is not okay, you know. So anyways, moving on. Now that I'm in this little space, not like the boundary space, but just here, I have been like looking for a therapist. I thought I found a therapist. I forgot where it was, but it looked like it was Black owned. Before we get all into the nitty-gritty, and before people be like, why does the therapist have to be Black? My therapist has to be Black. I have to say that. And that's just a personal preference. And I'm not gonna get into why. My therapist just has to be Black, and she has to be a woman. That's just my personal preference. I know some people just feel like therapy is therapy, but I prefer a Black woman therapist. When I was in Chicago, and my therapist, Danielle, top tier, like, period. She was teaching me how to set boundaries. How I start therapy? Start learning how to start boundaries. That was like the first thing. Like, when I started telling her my story, she was like, yeah, you need to set boundaries because you're like way too nice. You have like the biggest heart. Girl, I don't know what happened, but I stopped going to therapy. And I didn't really set boundaries, and now I'm like trying to do that now in my life. I feel like God places people in your life for a reason. I mean, that was my therapist, but I stopped going to therapy because I don't live in Chicago anymore, and then that was like the last thing that we talked about was boundaries. So right now I'm looking for a therapist. I haven't found one. I thought I did, but they didn't work out. I'm not gonna take that as like, no, the Lord does not want me to go to therapy. Are you kidding? Girl, bye. I'm starting to see God's no's as, no baby, I have a better therapist for you. So just keep looking and I have a better therapist for you. So I'm looking for a therapist. And also, you guys, let's talk about it. I've been working out. What? I've been in the gym, and this is gonna sound so crazy to say. I'm not gonna be a bodybuilder, okay? But I've been in a gym, and it is the most, I'm not gonna cry. How am I gonna cry about the gym? But it is the most, I felt the tears, girl. It is the most therapeutic thing that I have ever done for myself, is working out. I love going to the gym, and I know, see, every time I question myself about being here and I think about like my past and wanting to go back in my past, relive it, try to fix whatever was broken, or try to do anything, or try to be in control, and I get to asking God questions, why am I here? Because there are moments where I'm just like, I don't like being here at all, or things are not just going at my speed or going right, and I'll ask God, like, am I supposed to be here? And then it's really the little things. When I was in Chicago, never worked out. Never. And I was in Chicago for years. Never worked out. Baby, I couldn't tell you where a gym was if you asked me. I never worked out. I even tried to work out in my living room. That didn't even go as planned. But now that I get to a new space, even though there are things that, like, you know, like when you move into a new space, you still think about like your old life and stuff. And I always say this, like, I don't think it's a bad thing, but I get here and I ask God, like, I get to crying and complaining because things aren't going my way, but I'm like, am I supposed to be here? And then he steers me to look at the healthy habits that he has instilled in me. Like, you're working out and you like it, you know? Like, these were some of my goals that a lot of my goals that I put on my vision board. I'm literally living right now, and it's so crazy. And I'm up here really questioning God. Why am I here? Like, am I supposed to be here? Like, you guys know, like, if you don't, when things go wrong for me, mental breakdown, period, point blank. Mental breakdown. Everybody, I'm shutting down. I'm turning off my phone. Get out of my face. Nobody texts me. Nobody talks to me. I swear. Even saying this, like, if my mom's watching, she know. One thing could go wrong. I'm texting my mom. You guys know how thankful I am for my mom. The best mom ever. Like, God bless all of us. But I'm texting my mom, like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to pack my stuff. I'll be on the next thing smoking, back to where I came from. Like, I can't do this. And I'm learning to stop doing that. I do have my moments where I'm just like, this sucks, but I am where I need to be because I'm working out. I love it. I'm eating healthier. There are still some things that I need to work on, but I don't even feel like the same person. Like, so many things that used to bother me don't anymore. And I mean, maybe they do, but I have like a different way with approaching it. I have set more boundaries for myself, or at least I'm learning to. And I don't know, I can see clearly, like, when the work that God is trying to do in me right now on this journey. I don't have it all figured out, but I write them down, and I just, you know, kind of like just work at it, read my Bible. But yeah, I'm looking for a therapist, and yeah, I'm developing like healthier habits. So I'm trying to work out more. When I work out, I eat so healthy. It's like crack. Like the two just go together. Like I don't have to force myself to eat healthy. I just want to eat healthy, and that is insane. But when I don't work out, like I haven't worked out for the past 4 days maybe. Baby, my legs were on fire from leg day. Like I could not walk for like 3 days, and I was pushing myself. And I just have this need, like I crave to go to the gym now that I haven't been in. So I might go to the gym today. And let me just tell you guys, because this may help somebody, how I got into the gym. Some gyms have free passes. I think Planet Fitness only has like a 1-day pass. Baby, that's not enough. I need to know if I really like your gym. And 1 day is not gonna cut it, okay? Make it 3 days or something. But I found a gym where it was like testing it out for 5 days. They have a women's section, they have a sauna. The gym is beautiful. They have spin classes, they have Zumba. Girl, they got it all. So I was talking to the guy, and you know, like when they try to sell you as soon as you come in, I'm like, no, I'm just here to get the tour. I didn't even dress to even start working out that day. I was like, nope, I'm just here to get the tour. Like, let me know what's going on. He was like, we can get you started today. And I was like, I wanted to say yes, but then I have this problem with starting things and not finishing it. So I was like, no, you know, I'm just gonna tour the gym. And he told me my price, and I'm just like, how about this? If I can come in here for 5 days straight and I can commit to that, I will get a gym membership. So the first day I was literally like, I was geeked, ready to go to the gym. Of course, I was a little nervous, like I didn't want nobody to see me. I didn't want nobody to see me. Like when you're in the gym, nobody is paying attention to you, trust me. And I always go in the women's section. It's just more comfortable. It's only women, and it's like blocked off, but like this, but it's glass, but like it's black. It's kind of weird. But I always go in the women's section, and I was nervous. I had no idea what I was doing. I still don't know what I'm doing, but my routine is getting better. So now I look like I know a little something. But yeah, the first day I was feeling good. Then by the second day, I was like, I gotta go to the gym again. All right. By the third day, I was like, I don't even know what was going through my head, but I was probably thinking about probably something that was gonna hurt me. You know, the devil does his things. And I was like, I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to go to the gym. But I ended up going to the gym, and I was like, okay, cool. 3 days in a row. The 4th day, I did not go because I could not walk. Period. Like, and I heard God say again, he was still proud of me. Like, it was okay, because my goal was all 5 days. But I'm new to working out, so when leg day came and I couldn't walk, I was still like ready to go on a 4th day. Like, no, maybe I can walk on the treadmill and that's it. Baby, no, I couldn't even get on the treadmill. So I skipped the 4th day, but I did go the 5th day. I was still a little sore, but the 5th day, all I did was walk on the treadmill, because that's how bad my legs hurt. And God still said he was proud of me, and I was kind of bummed because I only did 4 out of 5 days. So yeah, that's kind of how I started, and then I just got a membership because it didn't become boring to me. So, and I liked it. Using my computer as a light. But yeah, this is just episode 1, and it may seem like so tiny to me, so minuscule to me, but I don't know, like, I'm trying to love my now, and not think about my past pain, because I have a really hard time with that. Like, the thing, like when I was in Chicago, I did have control over everything. And even when I asked God, like, God, I don't want to be in control anymore. Like, it's not working out the way I wanted to. I was still in control. You're so warm. I forgot what I was saying, but I'm trying to love my now. I'm not in control. I be trying to be, but it don't be working, period. But I'm trying to love my now. Actually, I am loving my now. Even though I have like these mishaps, I feel like it's fine. I don't know, it's just episode 1. I'm learning also that, oh, there's winter. I'm learning also that even though I feel like this video may be all over the place, even if it just helps one person, I always say that's fine with me. And progression, not perfection. So, period. So progression and not perfection. Like, the fact that I even started this series after God gave me the idea is good enough for me. Because I'm trying to have control over everything. I want it to look a certain way, and it's just so much, y'all. And God's like, no, like, you start right now. So that's what I'm doing. And yeah, we're gonna get this sick baby some Tylenol. Oops. So we're gonna get the sick baby some Tylenol. You see her little 2 teeth coming in? That's why she has a fever. I would be so irritated if I was a baby. Like, both 2 front teeth even coming in at the same time. Insane. So yeah, she's in a lot of pain this winter. And yeah, we're actually about to go to my mom's house. Because Nevaeh and Kennedy has been here with us. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to give me a big thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
I am enough as I